Previously on the Vampire Diaries.
Slow it down. Sipping on propane. Sipping on propane. Sipping on.
Have you had any blackouts? Instances of lost time?
Listening to scissor, yeah, sipping on some scissor, riding with Rodrigo while she's driving through the suburbs. Jeremy's ghost exes, right? Sending him ghost Texas. I bet before they left, he got to get him some ghost beat. Okay, let's go. Pour out the brothers bond. Season 4's coming on. Ashley P. Chop it up about what's going on. Devin is 8 for B, trying to kill OGs. Tyler, hybrid side. Caroline turns 18. Here comes season 4. Someone bolt the door. Get the diary out. It's time for fan meeting now. Woo!
All it's best you had to drop a human blood. Since a knife running drive a lane off of a great bridge.
Hello, welcome to the Vampire Diaries, the Vampire Diaries podcast, where a guy is watching the series for the first time with a superfan who has seen every episode. I'm the titular Petey. Let's just say I put the Petey in Vampedy, but please call me Pete. And I'm here with my co-host and co-parent, Ash.
Hello, Pete.
Hello, Ash. Ash, two topics that go hand in hand off the break.
Okay.
One, my voice is a little sicky.
Yeah.
Because I'm a little sick. Also, so bear with me on that. I'll be doing that probably. Also, we watched the movie Sick.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Written, I believe, by and produced. I don't think he directed it though. The TVD and Scream man himself, Kevin Williamson. Sick, a brand new Peacock movie, I think it was.
Yeah, I liked it.
It was pretty good. You know,
It had some good twists.
it had some good twists, no spoilers. I thought there was a little bit of silliness towards the end, but you know what?
I liked it, though. I was here for the silliness.
That's kind of what K-Dubs does. He has some.
It was, like, satirical funny.
Okay, yeah. If it was
Like, I don't think it was, like, supposed to be
like dead serious, yeah. If it was a little bit of taking it to the extreme and having some satire, these characters saying this stuff, I'm on board with that.
Yeah. You guys should check it out. It's good.
Yeah. It was a nice little, like, hour and a half Scream-esque kind of flick.
Yeah. It was good. It didn't, like, drag on. It had a good story. I think people can relate.
Yeah. It kind of contained dealio. I like contained stuff. Mm-hmm. Not too many characters. You got to remember their names. No, I'm just kidding. That's my problem with it.
That's just my problem in life.
Uh-huh. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Also, we went to see M3GAN.
Yeah.
And there's a trailer for Scream 6.
Oh, yeah.
Scream IVI.
I know, and they put the M, they used the M to make the VI for 6.
Love it.
That was smart.
So now it's 5-2, like 5 cream, 5-2, weird 1.
Whenever you do this, I just can't even visualize what you're saying.
Backwards 3, crazy 4, and then the 6 is in the M.
You have to draw me a picture.
Okay. But it looks good. It's set in New York.
Mm-hmm. Same cast, or most of, I guess. The ones who were living.
Yeah,
and
from 5.
And not Nev.
No Nev that we know of.
Mm-hmm. We FC.
We, what's the Scream guys? The Scream guy. The Scream guy, what's he kind of talks like, he's like...
Don't hurt yourself.
No.
You're already sick.
He's got kind of a funny voice, and we learned that that's just some guy's voice. Like, some guy plays the voice in all of them.
Yeah.
And,
he's a goofy guy, that Scream
like,
voice.
What's your favorite scary movie? Kind of like that, right?
Yeah, but maybe, like, a little even higher.
I hope he's like... I'm going to get you a slice of New York pizza pie. Right? Mm-hmm. I don't know. Ash, but it looks good. Fun Kevin Williams stuff. Vampire stuff. Renfield's coming out.
Yeah.
Nick Cage.
Kevin Williamson.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Kevin Williams is just some guy that we know, probably.
I'm like, wait, hold on. We watched some good horror stuff this weekend.
Yep.
We did a lot in September and October and took a break, and then we did a few in a row.
Yeah, I'm kind of back. In it. I took a break for the holidays.
As long as it's not like a literal every single thing we watch.
No, yeah, and we watched a Gus Van Sant the other night. Mm-hmm. We watched Disaster Artist because I just read that book. Mm-hmm. So
I watched Lyle Crocodile.
You gotta watch that. Shawn Mendes was the crocodile. Uh-huh. That's so weird. Like you would think a crocodile would be like, "Oh, I'm on the."
It only sings.
It doesn't.
It doesn't talk.
Speaking of tonight's episode, you would think it would be a bayou gator.
Yeah, no.
No, it just sings.
It just sings.
Kind of glad I missed that one.
I slept actually through most of it. So.
Yeah.
It was a good nap.
Some of these, we have kids obviously. Some of these kids movies are like, whoa, this is actually very good. Mitchell's versus the Machines jumps out.
Or Soul, where we're crying.
Yes. So some of them are so good, and then some of them you watch like 15 minutes and you're like, this is a nap one.
Yeah. I know. And our kid kept being like, Mommy, you said you were going to watch it with me. I was like, I am. But I was asleep.
Yeah, this part is good.
He was like, wow, isn't that funny? I'm like, mm-hmm.
But alas, Ash, back to the topic at hand. But we had to tangent for that.
Yeah.
That K-dubs. All right.
Had to.
Season 4, Episode 8. What a particular episode, Ash. We'll always have Bourbon Street, I saw was the title.
Yeah. What do you know about Bourbon Street?
When it popped up, when we were going to, I guess we watched that on Peacock also.
Yeah.
Oh, Kevin's got the Peacock hookup.
I guess so. I wonder if the Screams will be on there.
They might. I think they might be, actually. But when I saw Bourbon Street, I said, Ash, are they flashing back to New Orleans? Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. You were like, am I right? From like my first Pete-diction that they went to New Orleans. I almost tried to say it like you, but no way.
I truly, and I didn't look back at all or whatever, but I truly think in episode 1 or of this show and of the show, like, Damon's like, I was moving around down south, blah, 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 whatever. And I was like, was he in Nolans? I think in the first episode or...
I don't know. One of our fans, if you're listening to an earlier ep or if you remember when Pete first mentioned New Orleans, you have to tell us because you definitely mentioned it several times and it's been a long time ago. And when you said it, I was like, really out of any city he's going to mention, he's going to mention New Orleans. And I knew that was... true. So.
Oh my gosh, that is the most epic Pete-diction that I could have made, and that came true. I don't know one that I've like doubled and tripled down on as hard. Like this is.
I don't know. I would maybe Black Caroline, but
Dark Caroline.
Oh yeah, Dark Caroline.
That came true too, but that was like.
She never dyed her hair though.
No, true. But that was kind of like it seemed like it was going to happen, and then it happened pretty.
Right after.
This was literally, I think I Pete-dicted this maybe 2 years ago.
Yeah, you did.
So, hey, truly the first person who lets me know, like on the @High Dive Publishing Instagram, whether you comment on this episode or DM or whatever, the first person who lets me know when I first Pete-dicted that, I'll send you a Horror from the High Dive, Volume 1.
Whoa, okay.
So just like... let me know and be like, it was episode 1 when you guys were talking about whatever, you know.
Yeah. If you can give us a time, that'd be good too. Yeah.
Because that was exciting. This is a big moment in the podcast.
I know. You were like, seriously? Is it seriously New Orleans? I was like, mm-hmm.
Well, let's talk about it. Let's get into it, Ash.
Okay.
Cold open. Okay.
Let me know if you need me to read your notes and give you a break.
Nah, I'm good.
Okay.
Damon is waking up. I thought he was by his lonesome, but Elena is there. Mm-hmm. Big shirt, no pants. She doesn't have to be at high school for 20 minutes ago, I think she said she was late. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have to be in high school until at least 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, that's what she said. But then it was also weird. I thought about that line when Stefan showed up later. Like
Yeah.
20 minutes or more later. And she's like, so see you in history or whatever. And I'm like, he's also late? They're both so late for school.
Yeah, they don't care. They're super seniors.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. All their parents are dead and they're vampires. So
Yeah.
who's keeping track?
Oh my gosh.
You know?
Yeah. I said she was having chemistry instead of whatever class she was supposed to be at.
Yeah.
Damon is so happy. All right. Caroline. It intercut with Caroline and Stefan talking, and they were having their exposition, like recapping basically from last episode about Damon siring Elena.
Yeah.
And then intercut with licking belly buttons.
I know. Pretty steamy over there at the Salvatore mansion.
Mm-hmm. Caroline needs to talk to Ty about the sire thing, and then Elena's scratching up Damon's back.
Yeah. Intense.
All right, now this guy, Adrian, who is apparently Klaus's right hand, Hybrid,
Oh, okay.
is trying to break his sire bond.
Yeah. I couldn't think of what Brid was going to be.
Brid. Ty is there with Haley and Kim. All right, Nate and Dean and Chris are dead, Ash.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Klaus murked them all.
I know. How sad were you when you heard that Nate, Dean, and Chris were dead?
Yep, I sure knew their names.
All right, Adrian, right hand hybrid. But Adrian gives up. He doesn't break the bond like Kim did.
And he does make a good point. He's like, him and Kim are like, well, we're not sired to you, Tyler. We can stop whenever we want.
Yeah.
Free will.
Yeah, they have a distinction between siring and then alpha-ing.
Right. That is this episode.
Yeah. Elena is finally heading to school. More smooching. And then they're like, what are we going to tell Stefan? And Damon's like, can't we just have one secret selfish day? Which I was like, I want one of those.
Me too.
Where are you at? Work? Not having secret selfish day, that's for sure.
Secret selfish day sounds great.
Pug snoring in the background as usual. I think the sound on my end might be a little better.
Yeah,
we
maybe.
have a little dampening.
I think you are correct.
We'll have to see once
we listen to it all.
Just once I'm well. Whatever sound that's better is worse from
your voice.
My hacking.
When Elena gets dressed for school, she definitely has switched from the flared jeans and tank tops to spaghetti strap dresses and shrugs, which was also a look in the 2000s.
Yeah, why do you think she changed that?
I don't know. Maybe because she's like a vampire now.
Right now, I'm just picturing her wearing the Megan outfit, but she wasn't.
No.
It wasn't similar, was it?
No.
Okay.
That would be extra weird.
How many Megans are going to be this next Halloween?
Ew, probably a lot. It's going to be a little scary, though.
So many Megans. They announced Megan 2.
Oh, really?
2.0, yeah.
2.0, is that what they called it? Mm-hmm. That's smart.
It'll be out in 2 years.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of Megan costumes. For sure.
And in Scream 6, a lot of Ghostface costumes on that subway. Mm-hmm. Yikes. All right. Stefan just walks up while Elena's leaving. And see you in... I spelled it Hostry by accident.
Hostry.
See you in Hostry. Like Simoje.
Yeah.
See you in Hostry.
Hostry. Watch me do it. Hostry.
That could be a person doing that.
What's a serious lip movement on that one?
It's like, speaking of herstory, it's like Irene Dubois.
Oh my gosh, we're not going there. We could do a RuPaul's Drag Race rewatch podcast, but there's only one of those.
Yeah, leave it to drag her.
Gotta be drag her.
Stefan tells Damon they need to talk, which, you know my thing about people saying we need to talk.
Yeah, you need to say it right now.
Just say it right now. I'm not trying to wait to hear that.
No.
And it's never a good thing. No one's like, hey, we need to talk. Here's some good news.
You should never say we need to talk. You either start talking or you wait until you can talk.
Exactly.
At least we agree. That's good for our marriage.
Yeah. Or if you're like, we need to talk, give me some bullet points. Like, if you text, we need to talk about blank.
Still not good enough. Because then you have all this time to think and wonder and stuff still.
Okay. Well, today I called you at work and I was like, hey.
But I answered.
Yeah, I know. And then I was like, hey, this one sentence. I wasn't like, we need to talk. However, I would like to expand on that, you know?
Right. But also, if you called me at work, I know it's important. So I answered.
Yeah. All right.
All my students were just watching me on the phone. I was like, it took 2 seconds, but.
Yeah.
You know.
Time sensitive.
They're like, what's going on?
Damon doesn't believe Elena is sired to him. Damon says he got Elena to a good place being a vampire. But they're going to test.
Yeah.
To see if Elena is sired.
They don't really show Caroline and Stefan coming up with this test, but it is a good idea. Like, it's a good, simple, like, non-invasive way to check to see if she's sired to Damon.
It also sets her on a good path to be drinking these blood bags.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. It's also good, beneficial to her to not have to drink people's necks.
Yep.
But I also agree with Damon to be like, no, you're just jealous, you know. Like, it does sound like something, she doesn't really love you. She's just sired to you.
Yeah, something we never heard of before.
Right.
Except then Damon's like, I have heard of that.
Yeah.
And I did it.
It happened to me before. It makes it more believable why Damon was like, okay, fine.
All right, Bonnie is back at school. She always gets a couple episodes off. Ask Elena if everything is okay. Oh, Jeremy got the episode off this week.
He's trying not to kill his sister the whole time.
Yeah, Steve McQueen Jr. or whatever his name is in real life.
Yeah.
Is Jeremy keeping his hunter stuff in check? We don't know. We didn't see him. Caroline is there. Elena wants girl talk. Shane, Professor Creepy Shane, is teaching Bonnie spells, which we learn a different word later. Girls' night. They're going to raid the Salvatore wine cellar. Because Elena can't go home because of Jeremy.
Right, when she's living there now.
All right, Damon tests the blood bag theory, and I said Mikey likes it.
Yeah, and Damon tests this theory like immediately, but I guess once Stefan puts the thought in his brain, he's like, I gotta know. Like, he is quick to want to figure out answers. So he like goes there immediately to her school. It's like, here, drink this blood.
And her line is funny. She's like, it tastes like blood, not hot garbage.
Yeah.
Maybe last time it was a bad batch. And she's like, I don't have to hurt people anymore. And Damon is conflicted.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Shane, Professor Shane.
Creepy Shane.
Walks in on Haley in his office. He needs 12 hybrids that aren't sired to Klaus.
And she's like, Tyler's not part of the deal.
And he has a USB drive with info about her biological parents. But don't worry, it's encrypted.
Yeah, so don't take it from me, because then you won't even be able to read it.
Yeah, don't kill me for this thumb drive. Ash, are you what do you say? USB jump drive? Thumb drive?
Never even heard jump drive.
Flash drive?
I think probably flash or USB.
I know, thumb drive? I don't like that.
Ew, gross. It does feel gross to me.
Me too. These friggin' werewolves and vampires would love a thumb drive. blood drive. That's what they'd like. Caroline explains the Klaus sire thing to Stefan like he doesn't know about it, but he's like, I know about that. But he says, what's the vampire equivalent? There is none. And there's no way to break the sire.
Right. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I know about what the werewolves are doing.
Yeah, you know the thing we've been dealing with for like, well, I want to say 6 months, but probably like 3 weeks.
Or, yeah, 4 days.
Yeah.
So basically he's like, there's no way to break the sire bond, is what he's hearing.
Mm-hmm. All right, so Damon is looking at some old papers. Admits that Elena's sired to him.
Yeah, begrudgingly.
And what are we going to do about that? Cut to Nolans. 1942. I said, I called that one so early. I said, wow. Pete-diction coming to fruition.
Oh, yeah. That's why I like the Pete-dictions so much, because sometimes you're like exactly right, and it's so fun.
And did Damon say this? Bourbon, beads, and the bros?
I don't remember which guy says it, but probably.
Somebody said that. That's not what I said, right?
Maybe you said it.
Bourbon, beads, and the bros.
Well,
I don't think I said that.
They were walking down the street where the car, next to the cars. They were talking about it.
I think Damon said that.
Okay, you're probably right.
All right. They used to hang out with Charlotte.
Yeah.
Flashback to Nolans. All right. Damon has kind of silly hair.
I like it, though.
You like it?
I always like his flashback hair.
Yeah. He's got good hairstyles.
When he can, like, comb it and stuff, I like it better than when it's just kind of shaggy.
Mm-hmm. We both agreed that the actress who plays Charlotte is from something.
Oh, yeah. We didn't look.
We didn't look it. Damon turned Charlotte into a vamp. Mm-hmm. She wants to suck the blood of the jazz singer.
Yeah, he's like, pick someone out.
And then Charlotte kills a Navy guy in the middle of the bar. Mm-hmm. She's being reckless. Yeah,
because he tells her, like, don't let anyone mess with my drink. Like, take no prisoners or something like that. Mm-hmm. So he spills the drink and then she kills him.
And she's taking him literally because she's sired to him.
Right. So she does literally everything he says.
Mm-hmm. Damon, right. I think it pops back to...
Pause. Why aren't our kids sired to us and do literally everything we say?
Right.
Man, wouldn't that make it easier? Mm-hmm. At least to a certain point, like...
I would, yeah, if they did anything I said. That'd be great. All right, he has the address of Valerie the Witch. Mm-hmm. That's in the past, though, right? Because Nandi is the modern day.
Right. Valerie, yeah, is the one from the 40s.
She helped him break Charlotte's sire bond, he says. Mm-hmm. And in the present, they're going back to Bourbon Street.
Yeah. So now we have them on Bourbon Street and then flashbacks of them on and Damon on Bourbon Street.
Then cut to a big Frida song. And they're back. No.
That'd be good.
Elena and Caroline and Bonnie are drinking old wines. Mm-hmm. I guess it's like champagne, though.
Yeah, they say later they got into the Dom.
They got into the Dom.
But yeah, they're drinking champagne. They each have their own bottle.
This isn't Fast and Furious, though.
No. But you know what is funny, though? Caroline and Elena are both vampires. So they can drink a lot, and it doesn't really affect them much. But Bonnie's just like, I mean, she's a witch, but she's just like a high schooler. Mm-hmm. So Bonnie should be totally sloshed in this girls' night, but no one really acts drunk at all the whole time.
No. She put on a sobriety spell anyway.
There you go.
Elena's drinking blood from the bag, showing off. Mm-hmm. No more snatch, eat, erase.
I know. And this is where Caroline finds out that Elena is definitely sired.
Mm-hmm. The bros are out brother bonding. We paused to like talk about how good that was. That they have the brothers bond. Bourbon.
I mean, still, no matter what, they couldn't have come up with a better name.
No.
Don't even try. Don't even try.
Okay, I do have one, but all right, Caroline is you do check-in texts with Damon. Like that's the mark of being sired. Bless you.
Excuse me, guys.
And Elena tells Caroline not to be a hater.
Right.
And on girls' night, no boy talk.
I know.
What else are you gonna do?
Yeah, you have to do boy talk, but you shouldn't just be talking S the whole time.
Right.
You gotta be like happy for your girlfriends.
Ash, Bonnie has spirit tea. And you noticed it, like, they cut away from her, and she's like, it's not drugs.
Yeah, there was, like, a voiceover. It's not like it's drugs.
Yeah, even though it looked like some of that sticky icky.
Yep.
She's doing...
It's herbal.
She's doing natural spells now, not involving those 100 dead witches. Mm-hmm. That's a different avenue.
A different kind of magic. But does she say it here, or she says it later? Oh.
She said it a little later. Okay, Caroline thinks they are ruining their lives with these men.
Right. Well, at least with Professor Creepo.
And Damon as well.
Well, I said at least.
Yeah. Bourbon Street. Stefan hasn't been back since 1942. Mm-hmm. And I said, this is the most tame Bourbon Street. Committed to film. The girls are back at home drinking the Dom. Stefan is mad. Damon blames the sire bond for Elena dumping him.
If you were Stefan, wouldn't you?
Sure.
I think so.
Yeah. We had it all together until the sire bond. Mm-hmm.
That's the fault of everything.
I wish I could blame my high school experience on the sire bond.
It must have been that sire bond.
Yep. Something supernatural was going on. Flashback. Lexi's back.
Yay.
Guess who's back? Back again.
Yep. It's nice to see Lexi.
Yeah, you know if you're on this show, no matter what happens, you might be able to come back.
Yeah, for
you're
sure.
You're an actor.
Especially because they do flashbacks.
Flashbacks, ghost texts. Stefan is back from the war. He's going to apologize to Damon, and there's a good line. Have you come to put a stake in my heart? More like bury the hatchet.
Oh, cute. And they give a little high five.
Mm-hmm. They drink some brothers bond. Mm-hmm. Stefan is going to Egypt to be in the war, the Great War. Mm-hmm. I mean, I think actually that was World War I. Oh. He's going to be in World War II. Lexi doesn't want Damon to go to war with Stefan. Stefan needs to see like human blood and death and stuff and not become a ripper.
Yeah, because Lexi has been the one, like his sober sponsor, basically, like getting him through everything. So now she's doing like exposure therapy, sort of. Like he needs to be around all this blood and see this trauma and be like, I don't want to contribute to that. I'm not going to kill anybody. And she doesn't want Damon to go because Damon's like, come on, brother, let's just drink these ladies' necks.
Yeah.
Because Damon...
Just whoosh around killing Nazis.
Yeah. But even though, like, Damon has still more self-control, even though he can be reckless, he can also choose to, like, not kill someone. Whereas Ripper Stefan does not have that kind of control.
He starts ripping.
Mm-hmm. The Ripper of Monterey is the full title. Oh.
What if Damon and Stefan were part of the Inglourious Bastards?
That'd be cool.
That'd be good. Sam Levine, Paul Rust, and 2 vampires, and Eli Roth. That'd be cool. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Charlotte walks over with another blood-sucked dame.
Yeah.
And Stefan gets blood on his fingers and starts freaking out. He's not going to do good over there.
No.
He was like, oh.
It's not promising. He gets H for B so fast with just like a little bit of blood on his fingertips.
Mm-hmm. All right, back to the present. In Nolans, they're looking for the witch. Okay, so back in the day, Damon told Charlotte to count all the bricks in New Orleans of all the buildings.
And then he left her.
And now they're looking for her. Mm-hmm. Ty and Haley are at the grill. Kim is challenging Ty's position as alpha of the hybrid pack, Ash.
What do you think about this hybrid werewolf storyline?
Oh my god!
I know you like werewolves in general, but do you like this storyline?
I mean, it's kind of... Look, on the OC, when I first watched it, I liked the parent stuff. That was my favorite, you know?
I feel like it's like the Johnny episode. The Johnny episodes is so annoying.
Yeah, Johnny just like, oh, I hurt my leg.
So whiny.
Like, we're supposed to care about that?
Yeah, we don't care about you. I do not like the werewolf storyline.
Yeah, I thought
it's the Vampire Diaries. Like, come on.
It's not the werewolf. Werewolf's got a vlog.
Yeah, isn't the werewolf vlogs?
No. I do think it's funny that they're talking about who's the alpha, and Ty has to alpha this woman.
Yeah. Oh, Ty.
So that's good.
Oh, I guess.
I unless there's something very cool about why they need 12 hybrids or whatever. Whenever they're like, we need 3 rings of fire and 2 pentagrams and 3 cubes and whatever, I'm like, okay. You know, I'm not into all that.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of that. Every few episodes, there's like, we need to get the friggin' scales of a worm's tongue or whatever.
And all the grimoires and such.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever.
White oak ash stakes and the stakes of this and the sword of this place. And, Yeah.
Yeah, Klaus just has that sword still. Just hanging on to it. If he fights 12 hybrids with a big sword, that's cool. All right, that's a Pete-diction.
Okay.
Big fight. He has to fight all the hybrids. Do you have to chop off their heads to kill the werewolf, or it has to be silver or something? If he chops off 12 heads, that's tight. Okay. Ty goes over and picks a fight with Kim. Get Adrian back to the stables. We hear about these stables again. Kim wants to fight. All right. Damon and Stefan are talking about Elena's sire bond. Stefan wants to restore Elena's factory settings.
Yeah.
Remember Buzz Lightyear when he gets the Spanish switch flipped? That was good.
That's funny.
What if Elena got her Spanish? She just started speaking Spanish.
They reset her the wrong way.
That'd be a good twist and turn. All right. Damon is walking through the foggy streets. Cobblestones. Beads everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
Beer steins.
They're probably so smelly.
Someone whooshes him. It's Charlotte.
Yeah.
Stefan throws her off. She did count every brick multiple times.
Yeah, we missed one part though. When she whooshes him, Stefan comes over and rips her off of him, and then Stefan's like, what happened? Because he's like, who is that? And Damon's like, she kissed me. So she whooshed to kiss him.
Yeah, whoosh smooch.
Yeah. And then they found her right in the place where he left her. And she's like, without him prompting her, she's like, I must have counted every brick. And then they're like, oh my gosh, literally. Wow.
Yeah, the sire bond is literal, and she's obsessed.
Mm-hmm. And at this point, it doesn't make sense that Damon said, I broke the sire bond with this witch spell.
Yeah.
Because obviously she's still sired. But he never says, oh man, I guess this spell didn't work.
No.
He's just like, still gotta find Val.
Yeah. Even though it didn't work.
Right. It's kind of weird.
Yeah. They'll figure it out. All right, the ladies are dancing at the Salvatore Mansion. There's phone product placement. With like taking pics. You can edit the pics. Very exciting. Caroline says Damon lured skanks into his nice bathroom.
I know Caroline is hating again, but that bathroom is nice.
And Elena admits to sleeping with Damon.
Yeah. She's getting fed up and she's just like, well, what if I did? No. I would have been like, tell me all about it.
Damon and Stefan enter a building. We don't see the exterior. They're just kind of in some building. I was like, where are they at? They ask Nandi,
Yeah.
about Val, and she's all like, that was my great grandmother, grimoire, flashback, blah blah blah. But it's her daughter, not her great granddaughter or whatever.
Yeah, I think they do show the exterior of this building. Maybe you missed it. It's just like a kitschy kind of magic-y shop. But yeah, so she's saying that she's the great granddaughter, but she's actually just the daughter.
Just the daughter, and she's a witch, and she's been around for 80 years or whatever. And Damon sacrificed 12 human souls to unsire Charlotte, but so he killed all those people and then went and then never got unsired.
Right. Do you know why? Do you say it later? Oh, so
maybe.
The reason why he did that is because he thought it was unsired, but Val was lying to him because she just wanted the power of the 12 dead people so she could get in touch with the expression magic.
The expression magic, yes.
Which is even, we find out, darker than dark magic or whatever they call it.
Okay.
So Damon thought that he killed the 12 people, got unsired from Charlotte, and all was fine.
All right, and then now
that's not true.
Yeah, then it makes sense that she was still sired and counting bricks.
Yeah, but he should have been like, I'm confused. Why are you still sired? You know.
All right, Elena says the party is over because they were arguing. Bonnie and Caroline need to leave, but they're just looking out for her. She thinks she's falling in love with Damon, but Caroline blurts out the whole siring thing.
Yeah, she's like, you're not in love with him, you're sired to him.
Damon's blood turned to you. Lots of repetition in this episode, Ash.
Yeah.
Siring, blah, blah, blah. New Orleans, counting bricks, right? Damon took advantage of her, they say. Elena says, get out of here. Caroline and Bonnie go to leave, but the hybrids are there.
Yeah. They whoosh around and they take Caroline. Because they know that that's going to get Tyler riled up.
Ash.
You got to come closer to the microphone.
The bros are in Nolans. The witch was lying.
Right.
And we already talked about this. But he'll do anything to save Elena. Even kill 12 more innocent people.
Because at this point, he doesn't know that is not the right thing to do. But he's not being very smart this time. I guess his judgment is clouded because he's in love with Elena.
And from all the
beads being thrown
the
in.
yard-long mix of drinks.
Or all the little babies inside of cakes.
Yeah, and the king cakes. Yeah, he ate too many king cake babies.
That's like all I know. I should know more.
Yeah, too much brothers bond. Ty and Elena are walking through the woods. Kim is trying to prove she's the alpha. Ty needs her to submit. Tail all this time, right? Adrian is still sired to Klaus. Okay, Ty was sired to Klaus and did everything he said And the siren affects how you act, not how you feel.
Yeah, because he's like, I hated Klaus, but I still listened to him.
So Elena's like, I can love Damon, but that doesn't mean that it's because of the siren.
Right. But also, shouldn't you be like, ew, I don't want to have to do every single thing my boyfriend tells me?
Well, maybe we disagree on that.
Like, I understand her, like, wanting to defend her feelings.
Yeah.
But at the same time, she should also be like, well, I probably don't actually want to be sired to anybody.
No. Caroline yells out from somewhere, Damon. They figure out, you're 80, you're practicing witch. She squishes his brain. Classic witch move.
Yeah, that's how you know they're a witch.
Stefan rushes in. All right, Nandy's mother did expression magic. Damon gave her power. We talked about this. Humans need to have human emotions before turning into a vampire to have the sire feelings.
Right.
Magic can't break it because, Ash, what does being a vampire do to your emotions?
It magnifies it. Mm-hmm. It intensifies it. Mm-hmm. What's the word that...
Heightens.
It heightens it.
So we've heard that a million times.
Your
Damon.
emotions are heightened.
So Elena felt that stuff, but now it's heightened.
And I guess Charlotte did too.
Guess so. Damon has that effect on these ladies. Damon has to set Elena free, live her life without you, stop caring, and then leave her. Kim is torturing Caroline. Ty runs in, says we're all on the same team. There's a million hybrids rolling in. 12 perhaps?
Or 11.
They grab Elena. She's like, torture me, not Caroline. Ty runs over. Oh, Alpha's Kim grabs her heart.
Yeah.
If you want to be free, we have to work together. Ty tells Kim to submit or die.
And this is kind of out of character for Tyler. Like, he is having to really act in this alpha way that he usually doesn't do. And, yeah, so it's different.
He pulls a I am the captain now type vibe. And the other hybrids kneel to Ty.
Yeah, so now he's the alpha of these werewolves, the pack leader.
My buddy Ty. Damon tries to unsire Charlotte. I Pete-dict it won't work. Damon now has to do that to Elena. Stefan doesn't think he'll be able to.
But then Stefan tells Caroline, like 5 minutes later, he will. He said he will. He'll do what he needs to do.
Yep. Flashback, Damon in his uniform. Lexi tells him don't go over there. Let's see.
And then Damon stares at Stefan for an hour, and then he decides that he won't go to war, which Stefan is like, oh, I never knew that story. But probably Stefan was mad at Damon about it for hundreds of years. Like, you told me you were going to go to war with me, and then you never came, instead of being like, what happened?
Exactly. So Damon does the right thing in that scenario.
Yep.
So they're hoping he does the right thing in this modern day Elena scenario.
Right.
Modern Delena scenario.
Modern Delena. Modern Delena. That's a callback. Which I don't know what word we said last week. We made up some word. I don't even remember what it was.
Was it Sharati?
I have no. You could give me like a multiple choice, and I don't think I would be able to figure it out.
I think it was like charade, but Sharati?
I don't know. Hey, your arm muscles look nice.
Oh, thank you. I wish this was a video podcast. I mean, they do. They wish that. I'm glad it's not. That means more work. Elena and Caroline hug. Caroline is sorry she was judging. Hottie, creepy professor knows his stuff. Helping Bonnie with expression, they say, which we have already learned. That's bad.
But Bonnie doesn't know that.
No, she's like, I'm learning the expression.
Bonnie doesn't know. Whoa. Bonnie doesn't know. You know that song?
Scotty doesn't know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which Matt Damon sings that song. Mm-hmm. Do you think it's his voice?
No.
I don't think so either.
It's some real
Some
pop punk band,
yeah.
like Simple Plan or something.
Scotty doesn't know. Whoa. Bonnie doesn't know. Whoa.
That's good.
So don't tell Bonnie.
That's good, Ash.
Thanks.
That's what we come here for. Shane comes into the office. Haley is there again. He tells her that her parents are dead.
She's like, what?
He gives her the thumb drive.
No.
Just because they're dead doesn't mean you can't see them again. Huh?
Yeah, what?
I remember when I used to give you the thumb drive.
Oh my gosh.
You know, so we could share notes for our class. Ash, Stefan telling Caroline about how Damon has to break side. Well, we already talked about that. He better do what he's supposed to do. Mm-hmm. Elena cleans up from the party.
Okay, I have a thought about this cleaning up from a party.
Okay.
She's just picking up the glasses that are on their sides and then putting them upright. But also, in so many movies and TVs, when people have parties, all the cups are sideways. Mm-hmm. I don't know that I've been to many parties where all the cups are on their side. Like, that's always, like, the, like, classic, like, sign, like, oh, it was a rager, all the cups are knocked over. It's like, there's usually a lot of cups, but they're standing up.
Mm-hmm. And they have various amounts of liquids in them.
Right. They're not all on their sides. People need to stop doing that. It's not accurate.
Or if it is, don't make that the centerpiece of the scene, like she's uprighting cups.
She's uprighting cups, yeah.
Here's what she has to do. Big trash bag.
Swipe them all in.
Putting stuff in there.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Not just put it upright, put it upright, put it upright.
Or doing the dishes. After a big party, I guess that's more, we had a party for adults recently, and it was just like doing a bunch of dishes. But I guess if you're doing it for teens.
Well, they had actual glasses, so they would have to wash them. Mm-hmm. We've never seen the Salvador kitchen, have we?
I don't think so. It's probably one of these multiple kitchen dealies.
Yeah, I don't think we've ever seen that kitchen.
We want to see the Salvatore kitchen. Yeah, they never made her food. I guess they don't eat, really.
Maybe they just got rid of their kitchen and turned it into the big fireplace room. Mm-hmm. They were like, we don't need a kitchen.
Yeah, because they don't really eat.
They just need a place for beverages, which they have.
And they have a vervain basement. Mm-hmm. Wine cellar.
Yeah.
They both say they had awful nights.
Yeah.
We need to talk again, they say. I know I'm sired to you. Is there a way to break it? She doesn't say it like that.
No.
Damon wants what Elena feels for him to be real. Ash, he has a big old speech. Mm-hmm. I do the wrong thing. I blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, I don't do... He just says the same thing like 5 times. Mm-hmm. I don't do the right thing. I do the wrong thing. I'm not the guy that does the right thing. I'm always doing the wrong thing. I don't get the thing I want because I'm doing... He just goes on and on.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay. So are you going to do the right thing or the wrong thing? What's happening here?
He wants to do right by Elena. Mm-hmm. And then, does this feel wrong? And they touch faces.
Does this feel wrong? Mm-hmm. Does this feel wrong? And then...
Does this feel wrong?
He doesn't think it feels wrong. He thinks it feels right.
Mm-hmm. Logo.
Dun, dun, dun.
Ash. How many fangs for Jan?
I don't know. I feel like because you called the New Orleans thing, that made it exciting. But the werewolf stuff is bumming me out, so I'm gonna go 1.6.
I got 2 fangs and 2 thumb drives up, Ash. Probably one of the most exciting episodes for me.
Because of the thumb drives?
Because of the Pete-diction.
I'm just kidding.
Nolans. So good.
Any other Pete-dictions moving forward?
The Klaus sword fight.
That's what they're going to use the sword and the hybrids for?
Yep, he has to kill 12 hybrids with a silver sword. Doesn't really play into the other part that he really needed the sword for.
And also he doesn't want to kill his hybrids.
Well, they're unsired. Mm-hmm. So he doesn't want hybrids unsired to him because they're dangerous. Ty is going to keep alphaing everybody.
Is Elena going to stay sired?
I mean, maybe a middle of the season sort of end reset thing will be Damon being like, go away, or I'm going away and never returning or whatever, but we know he'll be back. I don't know. If there's a way to break the sire, I guess they'll do it, because there's always the Deus Ex Machina of, there's a powder that can do it, you know? So probably she will be unsired sometime in the near future, just because that's how this show works. Mm-hmm. Jeremy, off getting sick tats. Mayor Lockwood, 2 years left of her term.
I like that she's one of the characters you're thinking of.
Professor Shane, picking up a couple extra credits next semester.
And we didn't see Matt this episode either.
Oh, yeah, Matt pulling a couple doubles at the grill.
He's keeping Jeremy safe.
Mm-hmm. Bros night.
Yeah, they didn't really tee up much aside from the sire bond, the alphaing, and telling Haley that she can see her dead parents.
Oh yeah, I didn't even register that as something that was going to happen, but I guess Shane, he messes around in the dark arts. Mm-hmm. Right?
Yeah. Okay. We did it.
Yeah, I would say, okay, to the person who's going to tell me when I first said that Damon was down in Nolans, you can hit me up at High Dive Publishing on Instagram, and anyone else can go over there to see what else is going on. I worked on a television show called First Time Fixer that will start having episodes on Discovery Plus and wherever you watch your Magnolia shows in Feb. And, yeah, that's about it.
All right. Check it out. Bye.